Really with Pay Policy Manager, what this does is it allows you to specify pay rates that employees will use when they're working in certain departments, certain positions, or certain shifts. So essentially, a lot of times, healthcare industries or manufacturing industries may use this. And really it just says that, hey, if you're working in position A, you can get paid your base pay rate, but if you move to position B, maybe you get paid another pay rate or a percentage raise. To kind of just go over how that is set up, and I'll switch away from the slide in just a second, is you need to set up add-on codes. These add-on codes can either be an increase of 1%, and you could increase or decrease it, or you can increase or decrease in an amount. Now this will increase or decrease their base salary here. So these are two examples of an add-in code. One may be called call-in, where if you get called in on your day off, you get 150% of your base salary. And then I have one just as an example, commission hours. Maybe if you're selling something or doing like consulting work, you get an extra $15 an hour because it's billable or something like that. Now with these, essentially what you can then do is you can attach those add-on codes that you created to either a position, a department, a shift, a pay code, or just the employee. So I'll kind of just show you what that looks like real quick here. On my GP setting, this is just kind of an example here. I created an add-on code called called consulting. And again, in my example, maybe you have consultants where they work directly with customers, and when they're doing billable time, they get a 25% increase or something like that. Now, essentially what I did in this very simple example is on my position, I have a position actually, what position was it? Oh. Or sorry, it was, in my example, sorry, I attached it to a department, not a position. I could have very well attached it to a position here, but on my department code, I just attached this add-on consultant code here. And again, I don't have to attach it only to a position. This could be attached to a department, a position, a shift code, a pay code, or an employee. So really what that does is, I have a quick example here. When I'm entering in the pay for Angela Barr, I'll go ahead and delete this line just so you, or these two lines just so you can kind of see how it works. But when I'm entering in her pay, on the installed department, notice I don't have that add-on code in this installation department, so I'm going to say she worked 40 hours there, and then 40 hours on that in that department, that consulting department, where she does, or where I do have that add-on code. And essentially, you can see here, it automatically just figures out that pay rate. I don't have to, change the code or anything like that. It just knows that, hey, since she's working in this consulting department, I have this add-on code, and it's updating her pay rate.